Set, ready? 18, Gator. General West.
Watch it.
A second down run with Lewis. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. The Titans on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Smith now operating from the gun. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Joey Bosa in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
I have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire
Hey, everybody, it's the coach. You're tuned in to Sunday Night Football.
All right, Coach, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrow. So this one in the win column for Kansas City, and it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises, really both sides did, but they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for the Chiefs, they'll finish the first half of the schedule dead even at 4-4. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Packers, they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road.
All right, get moving, man. I don't want to see anyone walking around. Winners do not walk. Let's see some hustle out there today. We got a big game this week.
Set, ready. 60 yards. We good. 132. Right up. Let's go. 60 out. Set hut. Ready. Ready. Set. Head. Logo. Hut goes. Let's go now. 18 get. Hut. Hut. Okay. Hut goes. Ready. Get the plan. Set. Hut. Here we go. Here we go. 10. Tuscan. Set go. Ready. Set. Hut.
Well, fellas, there's not a whole lot I can say about that performance today. We have high aspirations as a team. If we want to get there, we got to raise our game. Because if we repeat what I saw out there today at our next practice, it is going to be a very long season. We can do better.
Ready. Ready. Hut. Come on, set and read. Set up. Here we go. 15 Lonnie. 15 Lonnie. Ready, go! Okay, right, we good. 132, right up!
Hey, you know what, guys? That was pretty dang good. And you know what gets me really excited? You haven't even reached the top of your potential yet. Not even close. Each and every one of you should take that as a challenge and see if you can find that next level.
Down! 60 Pittsburgh! Ready! Ready, ready! 90 Wolf! Hut go! Here we go! Set! 70 ending! Hut! Hut! Set! Ready! 60 yards! Hut go! Let's go! 60 outlaw! Single! Set! 10, Lobo! Hut! Let's go now! 18 Gator, 18 Gator! Ready! Ready! Hit the flat! Hut! Let's go! Get set! Ready! Set up! Here we go! 10, touch scared. Set, hut, 30 base. Ready, go! Come on, set, and read. Read good. 32, touch. Ready, right. Set, hut. Here we go! 15 Lonnie, 15 Lonnie. Ready! Down! 60 Pittsburgh. Hut, go! Ready! 90 Wolf. Hut! Here we go! Set! 70 ending! Hut, go! Ready up! Set! Hut! Set, ready! 60 orange! Single! Let's go! 60 outlaw! Hut! On the ball! On the ready! Ready!
This building holds just north of 80,000, and they have come out in very good numbers today at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. A few minutes ago, it sounded like the 4th of July on the National Mall as the hometown Redskins were introduced to this sold-out crowd. They are set to go as their guys will match up with the San Francisco 49ers. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. 180! Good track, good track.
A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. 13.
From the 25 on second down, Garoppolo. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Matt Ioannidis. What a play by him. That's a loss of 17. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
13. 56. Mike, 56. Hey, exit. 56. Mike, 56. I got you. 56. Check.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Deep ball for Goodwin. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it, and his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first.
At the 46-yard line.
Set. 50. Hey, no. Mike, 54. Check back.
On second down, here's Haskins. He's got Thompson here, complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
First down.
Let's go now.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
54. You don't want nothing. Get it. Pick up the ball. Go. Stay at home.
This is Chris Thompson in his 7th season now as a Redskin. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
Check.
3rd and 2, now Haskins. And he finds McLaurin. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
He's checking. Crack.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal. On 3rd and goal, Haskins. That's going to be caught by Richardson. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
A 28-yard attempt.
And it's a fake. He's going to throw it. And this one will not work out. It is incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here.
Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Here we go. What do you need?
56. Here we go.
Get hot.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Going up top. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Garoppolo looks to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play there for the Niners. And even 40 yards.
Well, we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
Here we go.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
Hey, team 6.
57. Mike, 57.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Here we go.
11.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie.
When I was in school, math was not my strong suit, but I did learn enough to know how to play cover 3. 2 corners and a safety divide up the field in thirds. On this play, the corner didn't get fooled by anything in front of him. Kept his coverage all the way down the sideline in the deep third position and makes the interception.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here.
Let's get out the field, defense.
First play of the drive is a run with Thompson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Second down, Haskins. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that'll lead here to a third down. Third down, here's Haskins. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack. Here's Tressway now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. This is taken at the 23. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Niners will go on offense. First and 10. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit. Like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's second and 3. Garoppolo. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Garoppolo, maybe a free play. And that one is knocked down, but I don't think it's going to matter. The defense looked like they jumped. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Here we go.
Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's first and 5.
Check Mike 57, Mike 57.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Throw right side, taken in by Pettis. The ball comes out, and the Redskins scoop it.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. I got you.
Following the turnover, it's Haskins. This one complete to Jordan Reed. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And now it's first and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Shotgun handoff to Thompson. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Check Mike, check Mike.
On play action, Haskins. They'll roll him out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. DeForest Buckner able to take him down. It's a loss of 3.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle. And frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play action fake.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 3rd down, here's Geis. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming.
Garoppolo now. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. George Kittle, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Here we go. 180.
50 seconds. Come on.
21, 21.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
49er first down.
Here we go, here we go. 180. 11, 11. 11.
Garoppolo on first down. Over the middle, he finds Pettis complete. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Garoppolo again. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. George Kittle in the final seconds of the first half. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
Makes the score Niners 7, Redskins 3.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
The Redskins take over first down 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out first and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And able to take it past the 20 a little bit, but no further. A flag in there as well. Let's see what this is. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Check three.
Play action. Haskins. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
The Redskins on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. Now it's Haskins. Complete. Richardson has it. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback.
Here we go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at the 20.
Go ahead.
And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
Here we go. 180!
They'll toss it to Coleman. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Watch the run. Watch the twitch. Watch the twitch.
11. Hey, gun.
57. Mike, 57.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Two. 21. Here we go.
56.
I got you.
56 is the mark.
Watch the slant.
56 the mark, boy.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Goodwin, 87 yards. And the 49ers add on to their lead. Well, I love watching Goodwin play. Of course, everybody knows the story of him being an Olympian. He's a long jumper, right?
Yes.
But you know that he has that athleticism, that big playability.
He certainly does. And not only was he an Olympian as a long jumper, married to a sprinter. How about that for speed in one family? And I love his end zone celebrations now. When he does go deep and beat someone for a touchdown, now he does the long jump as his celebration. Pretty cool deal.
He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field. I'm not sure what this is about. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
From midfield now, Haskins out to the left here to Reed. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it's a second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. Eric Armstead picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Loss on the play. It's now 3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Smith. And the pressure gets to him again. DeForest Buckner able to record his 5th sack of the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They begin the drive with Coleman. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. The throw right sideline here is complete. He was out there waving his arms. I mean, you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help. I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Going for Hurd on the deep, and that's caught inside the 35. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Pick it up, defense. Let's go.
It's Coleman here. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually...
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Tevin Coleman, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. No success on 1st down. He couldn't get any yardage. They give it to him again, and he finds the end zone.
Sometimes it just has to be persistence, doesn't it? And you know who else helps with that? Offensive line. After a team's been stuffed, the last thing they want to do is go to a different play call. They want to come back and do it again and show that they can dominate the line of scrimmage.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Redskins take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Smith and the Redskins will come up now first and 10 right at the 30.
Sam off.
Play action. It's Smith. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. They were trying to get it there to Josh Doxson, but now it'll be third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Tight on the right. Hey, let's go.
Here's Smith. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D Ford in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. This is fielded inside the 5. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go. 180.
56. I don't think you got it, son. Bang, 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 bang.
They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
Here we go.
So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
Here we go.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively.
Here we go.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Pick me up. Here we go. Under.
White.
Undercut.
Hey, gun.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. Gets this one left side to Pettis. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Here we go.
still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era when we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Flushed out right. Deep ball for Goodwin. It's caught at the 10. An explosive 38-yard pickup. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And they're going to get him down, but not before a pretty good run right there. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the 49ers add on to their lead. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And a man out of the backfield gets in for the score. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Let's go, baby. Pick 6 all day. Don't throw myself.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at the 32.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Switch up, switch up. Check.
Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. To throw is Garoppolo. Going for the deep ball. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Here we go. Black 80!
Oh, here we go. Oh, check.
Six!
Twist.
Pilot, 64, weak. 2.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14.
Here we go.
Montez Sweat. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Another try after the first down sack. Garoppolo. He's got it. A nice job to get 11 out of that pass play, but now they face a 3rd and goal.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The Redskins take over first down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready? 54, right there, 54, Mike. I got him.
Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. Josh Doxson's got it complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. The throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. They're going to go with Dotson on the wide receiver run. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead.
Niners 37, Redskins 3.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. One final shot for Haskins. Over the middle, it's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. So the victory here for San Francisco. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said